I'm Tommy Aldrich for WFUV Sports for the men's water polo Fordham Ram Roundup, here with head coach Bill Harris. Coach, it's been about a week since we last spoke.
Right.
Since then, you've been across the country twice, played 6 games of water polo, and went 4-2 in that series of games. How was the trip out west for you guys?
Well, it was I would consider a total success. It's tough to go across the country and play 6 games. Water polo is a demanding sport to begin with, but to play 6 games against fairly high-level competition was a challenge. But we responded very well. So although the guys came back fairly exhausted on the red-eye Sunday morning, we've had a day or two off, and we're ready for the Iona game this evening.
Now, Coach, a couple of those games seem to literally be won and lost in the fourth period. California Lutheran comes to mind, and number 16 ranked Whittier as well. Now, I played the game of water polo. I understand how grueling of a sport it is. A lot of folks don't. Can you explain a little bit to everyone what makes this game so tough and how important it is to keep your guys fresh for the fourth period?
Well, we do our best, but I think fresh is a misnomer when you're playing 6 games in 3 days. But we really do need to it's almost like hockey. You need to change lines as quickly as possible. Unlike hockey, you can only change after a goal or a timeout or the quarter. So sometimes we got stuck, and the opposition was stuck too with the same guys in the pool for 2-3 minutes. And that's really exhausting because they're not only swimming, they're wrestling. And the wrestling is the part that really can put the meter on empty.
I think that's a really good point, Coach. And finally, tonight at 7:30 here at this exact location, you begin the bulk of your conference play and really a game against Iona that most people have their calendar set for, a high-intensity game. Some people probably coming back and forth for that game. How do you prepare your guys for the intensity of not only that game, but the conference play to come?
Well, it doesn't take much to get the guys ready. We have a large crop of seniors this year who've been through this 3 years. With the new league, or the conference rather, schedule, we play each other twice. We want to take advantage tomorrow night of our pool. We have a really fast team. We're going to swim. We're going to try and counterattack. But as far as getting the guys ready, I mean, they're pretty pumped for this game, and we should have a pretty raucous crowd, and we're looking forward to it. It's always fun to play against our crosstown rivals up in New Rochelle, Iona, but they'll come in and they'll be prepared as well. So it should be a great game.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tommy.
Tommy Aldrich here with Davis DeFontes. Davis, you're coming off of a stellar performance out west in your hometown of California, home state rather. What's it like to travel across the country and have the opportunity to play where you're from?
It's really exhausting taking that early morning flight out for about 6 hours, 3,000 miles west. But then we get in, nice hotel, good night's sleep. We get to extra 3 hours of sleep in and get to go and play outside. I always enjoy playing outside a lot more and get to see some family members, so it always gets you pumped up at the first game.
And Davis, that had me curious. As a former player, I've never had the opportunity to play out west, but I understand that you guys do play outdoors, and I'm curious how that factors into the game in general. I have no idea.
Well, some pools are north-south facing, others are east-west, and when the sun is setting or rising in the morning or night, it's pretty tough to see where you're passing the ball or where you're trying to shoot. So sometimes sides are really key depending on the time of day. But, for the most part, it's just really nice to be out in the sun and staying warm instead of getting cold indoors.
Unbelievable. And, Davis, now, at this point on the season, you guys are 10-8. 2-2 in conference play, and tonight at 7:30 here in this pool, you really have what many people say is your rivalry game. That's a big game, high intensity against Iona. How excited are you guys, and what are you doing to prepare for that game?
Well, this is my senior year against them at my home pool, so I'm definitely looking to come out as hard as I ever will and take it to these guys. We played them 4 years, some pretty solid games in the past, and the last couple of days we've been recovering from our California trip, but also every single time we get in the pool, we're thinking about who's on their team, what we're going to do to stop them from scoring, and how we're going to take it to them at our offensive side.
All right, man. Best of luck tonight. Thank you very much. That's all for today's show. Special thanks to head coach Bill Harris and Davis DeFontes for being on with us. It's a reminder that tonight it's Fordham versus Iona at 7:30, and if you can't make the game live, it'll be streaming on the Patriot League Network. For WFUV Sports, I'm Tommy Aldrich. We'll see you next week.